This week's game of the week is Indigo Prophecy, or Fahrenheit if you're not from North America. That sounds so weird to me though. Shouldn't it be called Celsius then? Whatever. Anyways, let's get on with the review. Developed by Quantic Dream and published by Atari, this is an action-adventure game that released on Windows, PlayStation 2, and the original Xbox in September of 2005. This game has to be one of the strangest that I've ever played. It starts out very strong, with the main character waking up from a trance in the bathroom of a New York City diner, covered in blood, and standing over the dead body of a stranger.
What have I done?
He has no idea how he got there, but the knife in his hand tells him what he has done. We, the player, then immediately take controls of our protagonist here, and we are tasked with hiding the evidence of the crime while also avoiding the police officer that is making his way to the bathroom after hearing the screams of our victim. Sounds like a pretty badass opening, right? I don't want to spoil too much of the story because it is definitely the highlight of the game.
Here, but before somebody
However,
comes in here.
this game is not without faults. First off, the controls are a nightmare on the original Xbox. It is super clunky to move your character, especially when you're turning a corner or dealing with the shifting camera angles. Second, there are some really weird gameplay mechanics that are implemented here. For example, your character's mental health bar. So you have to keep your character in high spirits throughout the game by completing activities that raise their mental health points. These activities are very varied and include things like
Covered in blood.
drinking
I
milk,
can't go anywhere
checking
looking
your
like this.
email, playing with a yo-yo, and other things that I don't think would raise my mental health in my real life. But pretty much any foreign object your character can interact with influences their mental state. And the problem is this mechanic is not well explained at all. What it means to be in a high mental state versus depressed, which is the lowest setting your character can be in the game. If you open up the manual that came with a physical copy, it goes into a little more detail about what your mental state means for your character in the game. But even then, all it mentions is that if your mental health gets too low, then you will become depressed and bad things will happen. What? Anyway, this game is very unique, and it's also very strange. But I would recommend it if you're in the mood for something different. It kind of plays out like a movie or a TV show. But it is quite dated in some respects, so be warned. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.